Welcome back to the Oracles of Wealth. Today is Friday, May 29, 2026, and you have officially arrived at the grand finale, Day 7 of the Wealth Portal. The climax is here. This morning, the Federal Reserve released the highly anticipated PCE inflation data, and it has come in significantly hotter than expected, throwing the open markets into absolute algorithmic chaos. Retail internet sentiment has shifted from gridlock into total capitulation. However, our proprietary web scrapers reveal that elite whale wallets and billionaire family offices are executing massive, coordinated capital flights away from traditional fiat, aggressively buying up hard agricultural land and decentralized infrastructure. The retail crowd is freezing, but the elite are feasting. It is time to execute your final portal alignment. Let's decode your exact 60-second trajectory and your daily lucky numbers. Aries, the grand finale of the portal triggers absolute velocity directly inside your third house of immediate commerce. The Federal Reserve's hotter-than-expected inflation print has just thrown retail markets into algorithmic chaos. While the generic trading crowd panics and liquidates their short-term positions, you must use your pioneering instincts to step directly into the volatility. Our live whale trackers show institutional money rapidly leaving fiat and flooding into hard infrastructure assets to hedge against the dollar. Your explicit financial ritual today is to instantly adjust your pricing models and secure your supply chain contracts before the weekend. Do not freeze like the retail masses. Command your enterprise, pivot your localized assets into inflation-proof vehicles, and capture the massive market share that your competitors are currently abandoning. Attack the gap, secure your margins, and dominate. Your lucky numbers are 4, 13, 22. Taurus, the Day 7 apex energy crashes directly into your second house of foundational wealth and personal liquidity. With the Federal Reserve's inflation data sparking massive algorithmic liquidations across the open market, your core financial baseline is actively under siege. However, you are the absolute master of enduring economic storms. Our proprietary trackers reveal elite asset managers aggressively buying up tangible agricultural land and sovereign debt to anchor their portfolios against fiat devaluation. You must execute this exact defensive strategy today. Your explicit financial ritual today is to physically lock down your liquid capital and transfer any vulnerable cash into hard, inflation-resistant vehicles. Refuse to participate in the retail panic selling. Fortify your vault, trust your structural endurance, anchor your assets in certainty, and let the massive wealth portal compound your equity in silence. Your lucky numbers are 5, 14, 23. Gemini, the Day 7 grand finale explodes directly inside your first house of personal identity and massive enterprise. You are officially operating at peak cosmic frequency. While the broader public markets drown in algorithmic chaos following today's brutal inflation print, your supreme intellectual agility allows you to view this volatility as a pure playground. Our live sentiment trackers show the retail crowd completely paralyzed by fear, which creates the ultimate vacuum for your unique digital brand. Your explicit financial ritual today is to officially launch your secondary income stream or pitch a high-ticket offer to an institutional buyer. Do not hesitate. The universe is actively rewarding your ability to adapt faster than the financial grid. Leverage your network, dictate your premium terms, outmaneuver the panicked masses, and scale your dual-income empire right now. Your lucky numbers are 3, 12, 21. Cancer, as the 7-day wealth portal reaches its explosive apex, your true financial power retreats deep into your 12th house of hidden strategy. The public markets are screaming with algorithmic panic today following the massive Federal Reserve inflation shock, but you must remain completely invisible. Our whale tracking networks show elite multi-billion-dollar family offices pulling massive liquidity out of public exchanges and funneling it into dark pools and private trusts. You must mirror this exact institutional stealth today. Your explicit financial ritual today is to completely disconnect your emotional energy from the retail grid, finalize the separation of your portfolio from toxic partnerships, and insulate your private sanctuary. Silence is your absolute greatest economic weapon during this final portal surge. Trust your deep intuitive radar, ground your energy, and stay exceptionally wealthy behind closed doors. Your lucky numbers are 2, 11, 20. Leo, the Day 7 apex portal illuminates your 11th house of elite professional alliances and global corporate architecture. The massive macroeconomic shockwave triggered by today's hotter-than-expected inflation print has left traditional corporate leadership completely paralyzed. This algorithmic chaos creates the ultimate vacuum for your visionary authority. Global tracking data shows massive capital flight desperately searching for confident, inflation-resistant leadership. Your explicit financial ritual today is to step directly onto the stage and take absolute, unyielding command of a professional mastermind or joint venture. The market is starved for your bold direction. Pitch your massive, data-backed macro strategy to a high-net-worth partner today. Do not shrink from the volatility. Command the room, project absolute certainty, lead the panicked masses, and allow the incoming institutional capital to naturally align with your expanding global empire. Your lucky numbers are 1, 10, 19. Virgo, your unmatched capacity for deep structural analysis is your ultimate financial shield during the Day 7 portal apex. The stunning Federal Reserve inflation print has thrown global logistics into a state of algorithmic chaos, directly impacting your 10th house of career legacy and long-term professional execution. While your competitors are panicking over rapidly shrinking profit margins, you must identify the exact mathematical flaw in the system. Your explicit financial ritual today is to execute a ruthless, line-by-line audit of your professional overhead and instantly optimize your pricing models to outpace the inflation curve. The universe is actively stress-testing your empire to prepare you for a massive career elevation. Eliminate the administrative waste, refine your tracking software, maximize your personal productivity, and prove your structural superiority to the market right now. Your lucky numbers are 7, 16, 25. Libra, the grand finale of the Wealth Portal demands that you permanently abandon short-term domestic anxieties and fully embrace a massive global framework. The intense Federal Reserve inflation shock has severely crippled localized retail purchasing power, heavily activating your 9th house of international markets and cross-border commerce. If you remain tied to a single domestic currency today, your baseline will suffer. Your explicit financial ritual today is to instantly diversify your geographic exposure by researching foreign currency-backed assets, international real estate, or decentralized global logistics networks. Our live data shows smart money rapidly fleeing domestic borders to hedge against local volatility. Balance your internal scales by completely expanding your external horizon. The global wealth is waiting for you to claim it, but you must reach across the border to secure your ultimate financial sovereignty. Your lucky numbers are 6, 15, 24. Scorpio, you are the absolute master of extracting massive fortunes from market devastation, and the Day 7 portal apex drops you directly into your native element. The Federal Reserve's brutal inflation print has triggered a tidal wave of algorithmic liquidations, exposing beautiful structural inefficiencies inside your 8th house of shared resources and passive wealth systems. Retail traders are bleeding capital, and elite institutional whales are quietly scooping up the discounted assets. Your explicit financial ritual today is to dive aggressively into the raw microdata of your contracts, staking pools, or joint holding agreements. Locate the specific liquidity gap or arbitrage window that the exhausted public has completely abandoned. Move with absolute lethal discretion, ignore the mainstream media panic narratives, and quietly secure the bag in total silence while the generic crowd is flushed. Your lucky numbers are 9, 18, 27. Sagittarius, the cosmic portal reaches its ultimate peak directly across your 7th house of strategic business alliances and legal contractual foundations. The macroeconomic chaos unleashed by today's massive inflation data proves that casual handshakes and verbal agreements are now a catastrophic liability. Our tracking systems reveal elite asset managers aggressively restructuring their corporate terms to include strict inflation adjustment clauses. You must mirror this unyielding contractual discipline today. Your explicit financial ritual today is to establish ironclad, non-negotiable legal boundaries regarding your professional time, equity, and capital assets. Refuse to advance any commercial project without a verified deposit and a legally binding document. The portal promises explosive compounding growth, but only if your legal foundations are absolutely bulletproof. Protect your signature, defend your premium market value, and secure your sovereign wealth right now. Your lucky numbers are 8, 17, 26. Capricorn, you cannot scale a massive global financial empire if your daily operational mechanics buckle under macroeconomic pressure. The live market data shows corporate titans executing rapid, automated capital reallocations to hedge against today's brutal inflation shock, proving that structural automation is the only way to survive algorithmic chaos. Today, the planetary transits intensely target your 6th house of administrative efficiency and daily workflows. Your explicit financial ritual today is to finalize the implementation of a rigid, computerized cash flow tracking tool or completely automate your most tedious daily administrative task. By entirely stripping away your operational drag today, you instantly unlock the mental bandwidth required to execute major physical capital plays this weekend. Structure is your premium currency, and discipline is your ultimate armor. Build your impenetrable foundation and prepare to scale. Your lucky numbers are 8, 17, 26. Aquarius, a high-voltage surge of visionary brilliance is electrifying your fifth house of speculative assets and digital branding during the Day 7 portal apex. On-chain network trackers have just flagged multi-million-dollar whale wallet transfers completely bypassing traditional fiat markets, proving that decentralized architecture is decoupling from the Federal Reserve's inflation chaos. The cosmos is handing you the ultimate green light to break free from traditional economic models. Your explicit financial ritual today is to finalize a comprehensive risk model or technical data blueprint for an unconventional, technology-driven asset concept. Do not gamble blindly in the fiat markets today. Back your unique genius with hard empirical on-chain numbers. Innovate systematically, map your parameters, lean into the future of decentralized liquidity, and prepare to collect your massive returns as the old system fractures. Your lucky numbers are 4, 13, 22. Pisces, your primary cosmic directive during the grand finale of this wealth portal is absolute domestic security and foundational asset insulation. The massive Federal Reserve inflation shock has thrown the retail markets into algorithmic chaos, proving that smart money is rapidly retreating into defensive, highly secure cash and property positions. Before you even consider deploying capital into the open market today, your private sanctuary must be completely protected. Your fourth house of real estate and core structural assets is holding the heaviest protective charge. Your explicit financial ritual today is to execute a physical security upgrade to your property or transition a portion of capital into an untouchable, long-term vault. Block out the external market anxiety, ground your energy, insulate your baseline, and watch your protective assets compound in complete and total peace. Your lucky numbers are 2, 11, 20. If your birthday is today, Friday, May 29th, you are being initiated directly into a masterclass of wealth accumulation and digital dominance. Born during the explosive apex of Gemini season, your next 12 months will completely rewrite your financial reality. The universe is stripping away your tolerance for average results. This year, your extreme intellectual agility allows you to outmaneuver inflation, spot market anomalies before the algorithms catch them, and build impenetrable streams of passive income. Trust your sharp intellect to navigate this year's massive economic shifts, build unyielding legal and operational foundations, and watch your net worth multiply rapidly over the next 12 months. That completes the grand finale of our 7-day wealth portal for Friday, May 29, 2026. If you have been with us since day one, your portfolio is now structurally insulated and primed for massive compounding growth while the rest of the market panics. To lock in this final portal frequency and confirm your alignment, drop your sun sign and your lucky numbers in the comments below with the word Apex. If you survived the portal and are ready to dominate the rest of the year, hit that subscribe button right now, turn on your daily notifications, and I will see you tomorrow morning as we enter a brand new financial timeline.